Wipro informed exchanges that it is likely to consider and mull a buyback along with its earnings come April 27. Now, that got the stock excited and it reacted positively as far as stock price is concerned, because remember, for some of these IT companies, they are heavily cash generating. They're sitting on a pile of cash, and on account of that, the return on capital employed as well as return on equity slips. So, returning of cash is a prudent way of improving the return ratios as well as returning wealth to the shareholders, especially in a time when the IT sector is going through a downturn. This could perhaps be a way to support the prices as well. Now, in terms of the other internals, we do not know the details of what could be the potential quantum or the timeline of it, but what analysts are discussing suggests that there could be a buyback announcement to the tune of around 9,500 crore rupees to 11,500 crore rupees. Now, remember, Wipro has a total cash profile to the tune of 38,000 crore at the end of Q3 on a gross basis, and if you look at the net cash on the books, it stands at around 20 to 23,000 crore rupees. The company has a capital allocation policy wherein they return almost 45 to 50% of the net income generated to the shareholders. Now, for FY23, the estimate is that the net income generated will be close to 10 to 11,000 crores, which means that at a minimum, the company might look at returning almost 5,000 crore rupees. Having said that, the company has been returning a lot more than the stated capital policy. Over the last 3 to 4 years, we have seen that the company has undertaken a lot of buybacks as well, apart from the dividend that they had announced. This year so far, there hasn't been much dividend announcement, and that's why the street was penciling in that there could be a buyback in the offering which might come in for the shareholders as well. Over the last 2 to 3 times, the company has chosen tender buyback to be the route of buyback. Let's see whether they continue to be maintaining that trend or not, because tender buyback also allows the promoters to participate. We have seen of late that they had wanted to participate in the last rounds of buyback as well, and that's the expectation this time around as well. The overall earnings for the IT sector, especially the top large cap IT companies, has been a bit muted. However, from Wipro, the expectations are already muted because their guidance for Q4 actually opened up the possibility of a decline as well. So that's pretty much factored in, and the valuation at 16 to 17 times forward earnings is also something which is on the lower side versus rest of the peers. Despite all of this, Wipro has actually managed to outperform its peers in the recent time. Perhaps the expectation of a buyback was keeping the stock price supported, and that's likely to be the case going forward as well. But the outcome will be known only on April 27th, when we'll get to know the decision of the buyback, the quantum, the route taken by the company, and how do they manage to drive the future growth is all that we'll get to know on April 27th.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.